A new survey released this morning by Crisis Text Line dives into the mental health of men and boys. It found some concerning trends, which they're taking to lawmakers on Capitol Hill today. In the United States, men are nearly 4 times more likely to die by suicide compared to women. In 71,000 conversations with men and boys seeking mental health help, anxiety and stress came up the most often, 39% of those talks. We're joined now by Margaret Meagher, Chief Impact Officer of the Crisis Text Line. Margaret, thank you for being with us here. We've seen more discussion the last few years of the mental health crisis among boys and men. What factors put young men at such a high risk?
Good morning. Thank you so much for having me. Boys and men are navigating a serious mental health crisis. About 100 men die by suicide every single day in the United States. Boys and men are facing a range of stressors, including academic and financial pressures, job pressures, increasing amounts of time spent online, and increasing loneliness and isolation. Yet, young men tend not to reach out for help as much as others. In large part, this is due to societal norms related to expectations of men, masculinity norms that value self-reliance and emotional stoicism, and the belief that seeking help signals weakness, when help seeking is actually a strength and we need to normalize it. But in fact, with Crisis Text Line, only 20% of those who reach out identify as boys and men. So that tells us that despite the high rates of need, they're not reaching out for help when they need it.
The survey found that as men get older, loneliness becomes a bigger issue affecting their mental health. What kind of coping strategies do you think would help?
Absolutely. Loneliness is one of the most consistent and troubling findings in our insights. There are 2 things I'll call out. First is friends and social connection are vital. Yet this is decreasing a lot across the lifespan. The men who need connection the most are the least likely to be accessing it as they age. Second, exercise and the arts are also standout coping strategies. And this is uniquely so because they remain consistent across the lifespan from every age group, from young boys to men over age 65.
We seem to talk about the numbers, of men, boys and men being 4 times higher to die by suicide. I guess you inferred that women actually seek more help than men do in your response before. Is there a different approach needed for young men who are struggling compared to young women? And I guess how can families and friends offer support?
Yeah, absolutely. A different approach is definitely needed. One that normalizes support through trusted resources. So offering low barrier and discrete options like text and options where they already spend their time. So places like work and school, and also designing services that align with how boys and men experience and communicate distress, which is very, very different from women and other groups. And for family and friends, then what does that mean? The most important thing is to be a trusted, low-pressure presence. And think about it. Boys and men are more likely to open up about problems they're having or feelings they have in the context of a shared activity than a direct conversation about how they're feeling.
This study is a topic on Capitol Hill this morning. Crisis Text Line officials are going to address members of Congress a little bit later on. So what should lawmakers know about the issue? Are there any policy changes that could help support men and boys who are struggling? And do you see Congress taking any type of action to help?
Absolutely. So there are 3 things I want to call out. First, the bottom line for lawmakers is that this crisis is urgent and it is deepening. Second is that the solutions are within reach. We just need to ensure that accessible, confidential, low-barrier options exist in schools, workplaces, and community settings so that reaching out feels routine and the resources are right there in front of everyone. And then lastly, we also need to invest early and fund infrastructure for connection across the lifespan through recreational facilities, community and arts programming, and drop-in community spaces in schools.
Margaret, people are watching this right now and are struggling and need to reach out to get help. How would you recommend?
Crisis Text Line is a global nonprofit that provides free 24/7 confidential mental health support through text and web chat for anyone who needs it. Support's available in English and Spanish across the U.S. If you're experiencing a mental health challenge or need support, simply text hello or hola to 741-741, and you can connect with a live trained volunteer crisis counselor. Help is just a text away.
Margaret Meagher, thank you very much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.
And again, that number, if you were listening or you'd like to write it down, if you or someone you know is struggling, you can reach out for help 24/7 at no charge by just texting HOME to the number 741-741.